Thank you, Donna, for coming to see us today in Neville Hair and Beauty and for trying our new IVX treatment for your nails. You are the editor of the Beauty Ed, and you always had an incredible career into your journalist life.
Yes.
And I think you are one of the most impressive ladies in the industry at the moment, because not only you come out as being super successful, but also you're a mother, you have your video daily that you do in your car, and you also have a sensitivity when you speak about products.
That's so nice to hear. Thank you so much. Yeah, I've been in the industry for like 21 years now, and when I left my last job, I worked for Boots for 5 years as their beauty director, creating all their content. So I'm used to speaking to the every woman. I felt that a lot of people in the industry, they were speaking to the niche, and I wanted to speak in a real way. I've always championed real beauty. All the work I did for Boots was unretouched. I never want to make a woman feel intimidated with my content. So I try to bring my real life into my content as much as I can, because I don't want women to feel threatened by beauty.
And it's nice to know that there is another option, that all the women are actually looked upon the same way, that there is no this ageism going on. And when you speak about the ladies, it's like, yes, we are all mothers, we all have our children on the back, we all do a school run, and this is part of our life. But we need to be proud of doing the everyday things. So it feels like we all have to do incredible things, or travel, or taking the private jet, but just taking your children to school in the morning is probably one of the most beautiful things that we could ever do in the morning.
Exactly, and I was finding when I was going on Instagram that I was feeling worse about myself, and I mean, not all of them, but a lot of the beauty channels I was watching, I felt intimidated, and I thought, I feel like that, and I'm in the industry. So what is, your average person who doesn't know anything about the industry, how does she feel? And also show the mistakes. Show that you don't look perfect all the time, exactly. Because that's how women relate.
Yes.
And it doesn't matter how you look, who you are, how much money you've got. We all have bad days.
For us, for Neville, we always say that beauty is not a luxury, but it's a necessity. And that's the reason why we have treatment that varies from £25 upwards. I think you need to, also beauty is a choice. You need to give people choices and different things that you can achieve to maintain your level that you want. Whatever level you want should be respected.
Exactly.
If you're a lady that wants Botox and fillers is one thing, so if you're a lady that wants to be completely natural, should be respected.
Definitely.
The only difference you need to understand that as time goes by, your body changes, your skin tone changes, you have a hair loss, so you need to adjust to these changes and things. And I love there is one video where your son is putting your stick. You said you lost it, and you had two ones that you were taking out, and it was one your makeup, like foundation, and one was the blusher.
Yeah.
And he said, put a dot here, and you ended up with a big stripe.
Line. And the thing is, it comes very naturally.
But you kept it very cool. Okay.
I tried to. I mean, my mum did call me. She went, I hope you didn't shower Billy for doing that. And I said, no, mum, of course I didn't. But I know, and I just think, we've all been there. We've all been in the car with the kids, and we all need to rush off to get to work. I'm always rushing for a train.
It's all about the feel, not the service that you get. It's how it makes you feel. And the people that surround you, the salons you go, the places where you go, the people that make you feel in a certain way.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, beauty is very subjective.
Definitely.
What is
so personal.
What is personal to you, and you think is beautiful, could be not beautiful for me. But we need to respect that. And I feel sometimes in beauty there is not that respect that goes across the board.
No, I agree.
And I think we need to fight a little bit.
Yeah, well, there's room for everything, isn't there? And everyone has different tastes, as you say, and different restraints too. But I think that's why I love being part of the beauty industry now, because it's becoming so diverse.
One question that I wanted to ask you: what did you find most difficult in your profession at the moment? There is a lot of diversity.
Yeah.
There is a lot of things coming up. I believe at the moment there is too many products that are being taken out for the wrong reason. just because it's this multi-billion kind of industry, everybody feel like they're jumping on the wagon on trying to make money with not the same sensitivity of creating a product for the sake of creating something that they believe onto.
Yeah.
And there is these big things about clean products.
Yes. Yes.
And natural products.
Yes.
Arsenic is a natural product.
Yes.
Mushrooms that kills you are natural products.
Yes.
So what does natural stand on in beauty, and how seriously we need to take this? Is it a trend? Because for me, it's a marketing.
It's a very
more than
much a
anything.
marketing trend, because anyone can put the word natural on their product. There are no restrictions to using that word. And as you say, everything's a chemical. Water, everything. So clean beauty is definitely a trend, and yes, it is important, but I think that you need to look at the ingredients lists. If there are lots of those, you know, I've written loads of articles, a couple of articles on this. Even now I'm confused. So for the consumer, how do they even know? Someone can say something's organic and it isn't. But there are some chemicals that are good.
The parabens.
The parabens.
Apparently is not
No,
bad.
no.
Apparently is the one that is the best for your skin.
Exactly.
Which I was completely mesmerized by, because as far as I was concerned, was the evil of all evil, never wanted to have anything to do with it.
Parabens that were made years ago are different to the parabens that are made now. But if we didn't have them, then our products wouldn't last longer than a day. A big thing for me about hair was that's affected me since I had my eldest, who's 14, is postpartum hair loss. I remember having about a year or so after having him, looking in the mirror in my car, in the rearview mirror, and thinking, all I can see is my scalp. And I feel like my hair completely still hasn't recovered. It's definitely changed since having both my boys. Is that something that you find a lot of your clients
It
suffer with?
does happen,
Yeah.
especially it's a question, is an hormone, or
Yes.
also could be an iron deficiency.
Yeah.
That, you know, after giving birth, there's always kind of a transition that you do have. Or, you know, for example, with me at the moment, my biggest problem hair loss is my age.
Yeah.
Consequently, you know, there is all this changing that you have to adjust to. Stress
I
is
found
yes.
it affects my hair, because I guess it's the last.
Do you know what is my eyebrows? As soon as I get stressed, my eyebrows get a
Really?
little kind of alopecia sides,
yeah.
and then I know when
Yeah.
I need to take a break.
And I think women, their hair is their comfort blanket.
Yes.
It's what makes it's kind of I feel like protected by my hair. That's why I could never cut it short, because I'd feel like really exposed to the world.
And it's the reason why I have it long, because it's kind of protect me from everything.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's so
I do love
important,
my
I
hair
think,
long.
for your emotional kind of way. If you've got good hair, then you feel like you can almost accomplish anything.
And when you don't have good hair, you have hair extensions.
Yes, that's true.
Thank you for coming to see us today.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been so nice chatting.
It's a pleasure.